Welcome to the Chop Team. I'm your host, Seth the Dart Child.
I'm your host, twinsinc.
Our show is about two guys and any friends that happen to come over with a topic that we want to chop up.
This is our Barbershop style podcast. We discuss it all. If the fellas at the shop will go in on it, we will. Let's chop it up. We back. Part 2. Doing a double today, huh?
Hey, let's go. It's a great day.
It's a great day. Beautiful day, right? We here.
For some odd reason, I just want smoke. So let's go.
Oh, Lord. Now, this one was definitely your topic. So I'm going to have you lead it off here because this going to be, smoke session.
I just want to pick a fight. I just want to pick a fight.
Well, okay. At least you're honest with it this time. You know, before people be dancing around stuff. At least you know what it is.
Well, here's the topic for the day is things women say.
Things women say. Okay.
And I said things women say, specifically shaming tactics or things women say to shut men up.
Oh.
In spite of, regardless of what the conversation is, things women say that they know is difficult, not difficult, but it just derails any conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's like we can have a serious conversation about who spent too much money on a bill or something like that.
Okay.
And you'll say, and some stuff might get said, and the next thing you know, you're arguing for no reason. And what happens when that? I mean, why? What's the point of any of that? You know, what's the goal? So anyway, I just wanted to chop some of that up.
Okay. All right. Well, get the chopping, sir. I got the wood for you. You got the axe. Let's get it.
Well, I mean, like, if anybody's listening, recently, and I'm gonna reference Kevin again because it happened, right? I mean, it's who started this in my mind. So, Kevin Samuels has a thing called sign language.
Okay.
And he says sign language is tools women use when they don't really have an argument. They just don't want to admit that they're wrong.
Mm.
So, sign language, SIGN, sign language. Sign language stands for shame, insult, guilt, and a need to be right.
Okay.
And so, hearing that, it makes me stop and think. Like, if you, like the criticism that we heard about him, like who is he to talk? Derrick Jackson said this because there are dudes who use sign language also.
Okay.
You know, so Derrick Jackson was like, "Hey, how do you even know if he liked women?" Right?
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you even know if he like? What basis in any reality does that make any sense as a rational argument?
It doesn't.
What does his sexuality have to do with the fact that he may be gay? I doubt it. I'm not putting that in the universe. I'm saying if he said something that was true, why do you care? And if you don't provide any follow-up information, then basically what you did was deflect from where you were at. You straight up put your shield up and block any common sense from getting into your head. And you might feel like you won, but at the end of the day, what did you gain? You know?
Yeah. And during that time frame, you might have missed out on some good information that can possibly help you out, other people out, just good content information because you decide to find a way to dismiss what this man was saying, right?
Exactly.
This man can be telling you. This man can be telling you if you go down the street 1 mile and make a left and make a right, there's a pot of gold that you can get, and the gold is worth over $10 million. All yours. All you have to follow the instructions. But no, why should I go down to Leprechaun? Why should I go down now? There's no such thing as leprechauns. I'm telling you, it's there.
Who are you to tell me how to get there? I don't need you mansplaining.
Right. I can see the rebound. I can see the rainbow. I can see where it ends. It'll end right there. Okay. You're right. You know what? You're right, but we're gonna get that.
Exactly.
But my thing is this: if that was the case, how come you've done already? You know what I'm saying? Like, how come you're not already a $10 million millionaire if you already knew what was going on, right?
If you knew, and the worst part about the stuff that shames me, it's the stuff it's normally the stuff that we thought, real talk, it's the stuff that we thought was being nice. I'm gonna give an example.
Okay.
Real. This is a few years ago. I had a conversation with a young lady, and she was doing. We were in a complicated relationship situation, and this is personal. This is me. This ain't some made up stuff happened. So the word I was like trying to explain what I saw her doing wrong in our relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
She said to me, you ain't got to tell me that. You act like I don't even know how to read, right?
Yep.
And it hit me like, okay, so I don't need to tell you what you're doing wrong to hurt my feelings because she didn't want to hear it, I suppose, right?
Okay.
But that was literally the last time I had any kind of deep conversation with a woman. Because she basically tried to shame me and guilt me right then into not telling her what she did wrong.
So not taking that accountability is what you're saying.
Exactly. She basically was not going to take accountability for having done something wrong by trying to make me feel stupid for explaining to her what she did wrong. She was like, I know what I did. You don't have to tell me. I said, you're right. I'm up here talking to you like you're a child, and I'm trying to teach you how to read. And in the back of your mind, you're saying, I know this fool ain't trying to teach me how to read. I know how to read. Okay. That was it. I said, you know what? You're right. I took that with a punch in the jaw like a grain. And now, fast forward it a couple years later or whatever, you know what she got the nerve to say to me?
What's that?
She got the nerve to say to me, we don't talk like we used to. No. No, we don't. What's the talk? Because when I talk, anyone who's listened to these podcasts understand, I am that guy. I kind of over-explain everything, don't I? So if that's how I interact, and I refuse to interact with you like that anymore, you feel like you lost something, don't you?
That's true.
You had a need to be right and win that conversation regardless of the consequences further down the road. So, yeah, it damaged our ability to communicate, to co-parent. What else you want? What else you want, though? What were you going for when you opened your mouth and said that? What were you going to win when you did that?
Well, there was no.
You know what I'm saying?
There was no thought process behind it. It was just, I'm sure at that time, a moment was emotion, and you was trying to say whatever came to your mind right away.
Exactly.
See, most time,
it didn't make sense.
Yeah, because most time, when it comes to like having arguments or disagreeing or whatever may be, most of the time, not saying all, but most of the time, most men, when they say stuff, they actually think about it before they say it. Mm-hmm. Because there could be repercussions based on what I say, you know what I'm saying, or how I say it. So, and most of the time, we try to think long term or short term. Okay, what's the outcome of this if I say X, Y, Z? But y'all, on the other hand, y'all just say whatever how you feel, and that's how it is. If I was to sit here and have an argument with you, Mr. Dark Child, and I say something crazy, me and you want to go outside and handle this like grown men. If we don't
take care of it right there on camera.
Right. I mean, right. Of course, right. If we won't do all this, right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there's no time to walk outside and by then you might cool off. You walk outside, man, you sure you want to do this? No, I don't want to do it. Sometimes it's in the moment. So I get that. I understand that. But in most cases, if you say something that's crazy out of pocket, I'm going to have to see you.
And women don't have that fear. They really aren't afraid of paying they know, they don't just think, they know that they're not going to get dealt with for most of the stuff they say, which allows them to say whatever they feel like. Mm-hmm. But that's just one example. Another one, I heard this on on a comment on one of our videos.
Okay.
I'm not going to repeat the whole thing, but it was specifically, "You sound hurt."
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Which, when I read that comment, "You sound hurt," I laughed out loud. And the man in me was like, "You about to hurt me, girl. I can feel the way I want to feel." But I decided to roll with that punch. Who hurt you? You sound hurt. Who hurt you? Think about this for a moment. This is specifically to the ladies. This is all about accountability, right? So I've talked to a number of my fellas. I've talked to a lot of guys here. When I say lot, we're talking in the double digits. I haven't talked to 100 and then like that, but at least 20 different fellas. Who hurt you? We all come to the same conclusion. No man can hurt you. No man can hurt your feelings. I said this previously, and I'm going to stand on it. My father might be able to hurt my feelings if he tell me he's disappointed in me. Maybe a respected elder, like a coach or a pastor, might be able to hurt my feelings, right? But you my boy, but you really can't hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, but the question comes up is, who hurt you? The answer to that is the only person who could hurt you, a woman. If you are hurt, if you are damaged, it's always going to be a woman that did it. My children might be able to hurt my feelings, but I know they get some little ungrateful gremlins who live in my house anyway. So
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you know where I was going with that.
Right.
Kids are just ungrateful gremlins anyway. So if you let a gremlin hurt your feelings, that's on you, right?
Right.
But real talk. Here's what I would say to that. Who hurt you, right? Is you hurt me. You did something wrong. You damaged the relationship. You broke what shouldn't have been broken. You got out of pocket for what reason, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm going to put this back on women, so I wish a woman would comment or something like that. But here's the thing. If every dude and you can go on Facebook and anything, social media, anywhere, if every dude has been done dirty by a woman, and you say who hurt you, isn't that sounds kind of silly? Are you as a woman not taking responsibility for the fact that your gender is out here dishing out L's to everybody, to every man out here who has been damaged? Y'all did it. That's who hurt. Y'all did. And it doesn't solve that question, because I could be asking you about anything. I could be mad at what my baby mama did, and you talking about who hurt you. That woman over there did. That's who did it. That's why I'm mad today. It got nothing to do with you. But at the same token, whenever you ask women who hurt you and it gets to be really broad, because women all mad and angry about something. Every woman I know been cheated on and been. Man, I met a woman last night at a pool hall, and I don't know how this conversation got there, because I thought we were having a good conversation. She told me she had been molested twice.
Hold up. That came out while y'all was playing pool?
Well, we were. I was leaning against the wall waiting.
I get that part. I'm saying you're in a pool hall with millions, 100 people, 50 plus people in there playing pool, eating, smoking, drinking, all that fun stuff going on, and then she says that to you in public.
Yes.
How many drinks did she have? I'm sorry.
Maybe 3, 4.
Okay.
Maybe 3 or
4. She must not be able to hold a liquor, because I never heard a conversation like that from somebody in the public that I don't even know. But I'm sorry. Continue with the story though.
Dude, she took me so far left. I had a decent buzz going on. She straightened me right out, bro. She just it was like I had no alcohol in my system immediately, bro. I was straight sober.
Right.
I'm like, yo, I don't know. I apologize. I don't know what I said to make you answer that question because I don't remember asking it. But yeah,
What'd she say after that?
After that, because I was hollering at the time.
Oh, okay.
And it took me off my game.
Oh yeah.
So
you fall back.
Yeah, I fell so far back. I just was like, yo, let me think about this next shot right here, and I'm gonna get another drink. But you know what, my boy, and I sicked on my boy what I did.
And first off, that's definitely a bad thing that happened to that lady. So we're not dismissing that what happened, right? Definitely a bad thing and very traumatizing. So not dismissing that. We ain't even talking about that. But you can't expect you can't expect the man and want to keep trying to holler at you when you say that to him like on the second type of conversation you had, like, whoa. Yeah. So right now I'm looking at you like damaged goods. Let me not even damage. Right. And once again, they always want to say who hurt you. Well, shoot, who hurt you? And what made you think you're so comfortable with saying that in the open public to a total stranger? You should be talking to a counselor like that. Like, I'm like, okay.
Okay. But you know what hit me? At no point in my conversation with her did the idea of asking her with a smirk on my face, who hurt you?
Oh, right.
No.
Facts.
You are hurt. I respected that. I felt compassion for you. I didn't know how to deal with it in a pool hall, but I felt compassion for your pain.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And even today, while I'm detailing the subject, I'm not detailing it to say, "Oh, she just bitter because some man did her dirt." No, she is bitter because some man did her dirt. I acknowledge the fact that some man made her feel this way, took something from her that was wrong, and he hurt her. I acknowledge that. I have no idea how to fix it, but I don't feel like with a smirk on my face, I should say some crap like, who hurt you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you get divorced from your wife or your husband, you just sound bitter. Why wouldn't he be bitter? Why wouldn't she be bitter? She cheated on me with my best friend. That's why I don't trust women. That's legit. That's legit to me, right? Mm-hmm. I came home and caught my girl in bed with my best friend. I'm legit hurt, right? That's legit.
Yeah. There's nothing to joke around with. That's real stuff that happened, and that's traumatizing.
Exactly, and it's like, to me, it's like women expect you to be Superman. I mean, bulletproof emotion Superman. Not, say, oh, who hurt you? You should just shake it off, dude. This ain't no broke leg.
Right. Right. Like the nerve, imagine if you told her that. The nerve of you to tell that woman, well, that happened a long time ago. Shake it off. The nerve of you. How insensitive you would have been if you just said something like that, talking about who hurt you.
I know. Girl, you got molested, so you should have enjoyed it. Well, no.
Not at all.
And who actually thinks like that? But
men don't.
But when you see comments online, go through the comment section. Once again, somebody put it in our comment section. All right? He sounds hurt. Women, ladies, if a man is hurt, regardless if it's not physical hurt, and it could be physical, but if it's not a physical hurt, 99% of the time there's literally only one source of that particular hurt. And it happens to wear bras.
I'm gonna say this when it's crazy because I know a woman who said that something like that who hurt me, right, to me. Mm-hmm. But meanwhile, me and this person had a relationship and conversation, and she told me stuff that, you know what I'm saying, deep stuff that happened to her. But then you get in an argument and you won't sit there and throw in my face like, who hurt you? I'm like, first off, no one hurt me. You the one that been, but you know what? I ain't say it. In my mind, I wanted to say it, but the man in me and sensitive, even though she was saying X, Y, Z, I kept that to myself. But in my head, I'm like, I'm not the one who let so-and-so, and then you tell nobody about it. I was never hurt. So you can't throw that at my face like, who hurt me? No one hurt me, but someone hurt you. So I think most women say that, they might have been hurt in their past. You know what I'm saying? Not all, not saying all, I'm just saying most, but females that I know that you get to know, they have history of them being hurt but be quick to tell someone else they've been hurt. Like, that makes no logic. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was making sure you understand, like, because I've been told that, and the female I know at the time was hurt by somebody, family, trauma.
Exactly, trauma, and see that's the other part. It's that need to be right. So you got to shame me for something happened in the past. It doesn't matter. And once again, this isn't if the few things that I have let get through to me in my life, being real, this is real 100. The few things that got through to me in my life, I ain't sharing that. That's my business.
Right.
All right. But if it grinds, a lot of people want to take my passion about a subject or something like that as in some kind of emotional trauma. Ladies, and I say this with all the pain and everything that goes with it for you as a woman. I'm a Gemini. I don't get emotionally involved 90% of the time, period, anyway. Even if it seems like I'm emotionally involved, probably I'm not as emotionally involved as you think I am. Just don't care that much.
Yeah.
All right. Comes with me in the Gemini. I got that. So, but I just love to hear that kind of stuff. Who hurt you? Or, who hurt you? Oh, you must be gay. You must be gay if you. I had a woman tell me this. She called me gay because I wouldn't smash. Like this.
I think at one point, I think we all been at one point, and there's reason why we didn't smash. There's a reason why. Most of the time we will, but not every time.
Listen, I'm gonna detail this clearly, and I hope certain people ain't listening to this podcast. The reason I wouldn't smash was because you was my boy's girl. That's it.
Hold on. Say that again, because someone was taking accountability before you did that. Say it again, please.
I said the reason I didn't smash is because you were my boy's girl.
Integrity.
That's it. It is not because you weren't fine or sexy. It ain't because I didn't know you had fat in that thigh. It's because the rules of the game state if somebody's really your friend, you can't smash their girl. That's just it. And even after y'all break up, if he really your friend, you can't smash their ex girl either. That's man code, man law, man code, all that. It's a lot of people violate. We're not gonna front. A lot of people violate.
Facts. No,
but I don't care what they did. It's what I did. I said no. She called me gay because I didn't want to smash. I had to prove I wasn't gay by smashing her sister.
Okay.
I mean, she didn't tell me to go do that, but I felt obligated to step up to the plate in some way or another, you know?
Hey, listen, you could have handled that many different ways, right? You could have got emotional and want to fight her or whatever, XYZ, cuss her out and all that. And you're like, you know what? Okay, all right. I got one better. Hey, sis.
I need to do somebody you can talk to and verify it happened. There you go. You cool? You know what I'm saying? But
cold-blooded.
But that's the whole point. These are shaming tactics. Like when you can't get your way. I mean,
Hold on. Before you get off that, I just want to let you know, Mr. Darkchild, you just now created you just create trauma for that woman now. Because now every time she meet a new guy, she will be afraid of her sister smashing him.
I didn't create trauma for her. I was defending myself from trauma her sister created for me.
Okay, that's fair. That's savage. But continue what you were saying, sir.
But I'm just saying though, that little, I don't want to get all down into the science of how being gay is a direct attack against black men, because sometimes way back in the slave day, the white slave owners and I ain't gonna say masters, but overseers and stuff like that, they would rape the black dudes, the black male slaves. Mm-hmm. They would rape them right in the middle of the yard or something like that to prove that you didn't have any power. They would do that. You know what I'm saying? And so, even with black men, women like to holler, this is true, you can look up the fact. Women like to holler, oh, men are raping, men are raping. But anybody ever did the actual math to see who gets raped the most? Because these stats are available online. A quick Google search will answer the questions for you. Guess who gets raped the most?
I'm going to let you have that. I have no clue.
Oh, black men get raped more than women. Yeah, sorry. Now, you can divide that between incarcerated versus non-incarcerated. Because out here in the streets, of course, women take the brunt of that. That's not an attack on women, I hope. But women take the brunt of sexual violence.
Okay.
In public, in non-incarcerated conditions.
Gotcha.
But in incarcerated conditions, you do not want to know the percentage of people that are being forcibly violated. Right?
Wow.
So let's do the math without real numbers, because I don't have them in front of me. If the majority of people who are being violated are in jail, right? The majority of people who are incarcerated are men, right?
Right.
So men are getting raped. I got to quit because I think YouTube might get mad about that too. The majority of people who are being violated are men, as a pure number. Now, inside of that pure number, the majority of people who are actually incarcerated happen to be black. Right? Mm-hmm. Most of the prison population is black. You can look those numbers up, readily available. So that breaks down that the majority of people actually being physically violated in that manner are black men. Right? So it is painful to a black man to have somebody say you must be gay. Right? Because the person most likely to be violated in that way happens to be a person of my complexion.
That's deep.
But what do you get out of saying that? What are you winning?
Hurt your feelings. That's it. Try to be funny about it.
Exactly. See, but it's a woman's burden to be physically violated. Except for it's a bad thing, and I'm not giving nobody a pass. But no, it ain't a woman's burden. It's a person's burden. But mostly it's a black man's burden. But it's what you say to make yourself feel good. Once again, shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. Even if you wrong as heck, need to be right. So you must be gay. That's crazy for y'all to use that as an insult, but you do. And you just throw it out with all bad information and all bad, with no research, because you need to be right. Once again, this is what women say to men all the time.
Well, I got something here. Hopefully, maybe a little lighter than that, because that was kind of date right there. And mind you,
isn't all pieces and cream.
Right, and in the comment community, should ask, no, not all of y'all. It's most women, not all women. So anytime we speak on men or women, it's never all, because it's never the case. It's most.
Yeah,
but
such thing as all.
But she also wrote in the comment earlier. She said, "This is one of the main reasons why men don't share their emotions with us." Facts. We don't. Facts. We cannot. We try to tell you stuff that happened to us or stuff that might have hurt, whatever. And as soon as you get mad and you be losing the argument with us, whatever, you may be wrong, right, whatever, but you will throw that big joker out. And at that moment, most men will just stop and look at you and walk away. Like, I can't believe this beast. Ooh, really? She said that? Okay. But Um, one of the things that women say, I hear a lot, and they say it's to other women. So this is not even like towards men, right? This is women. I hear women always tell women talking about, do you. And it could be whatever situation. It could be with dating, it could be school, work, whatever, relationship, money, life, whatever. They always say, do you, girl. Do you, boo. Do you. Get yours. Do you. So the question I have is, what does do you look like? What is the steps of doing you? What's step 1? What's step 2? What's step 3? What's step 4? What is these steps of do you? You're quick to say it, but there's no substance behind do you. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it grabs my hair, or female turn up, female, girl, just do you. What does that mean? What does that look like? What's the end goal of it? What is the plan?
And I want to add on to that. Do you? Because let's say that you were with, and I'm gonna put it on a woman. Let's say you were about to quote unquote cheat on your spouse.
Okay.
And you were like, girl, I wouldn't do it, but you know what?
Do you? I heard that plenty of times. I hear that.
I've heard that. Now, and don't get me wrong, men say this stuff too. Men see that, and I'll own part of that before y'all get into men do it too. Which that's another one I want to bite a bullet on in a few minutes. Men do it too, but here's the thing: if you're doing something that you know is inherent, if you see somebody doing something that you know is wrong, why you co-signing? Why don't you hold them accountable the way you want us to hold each other accountable?
Because, man, you know why? They need something to gospel about. Girl, let me tell you what happened about so-and-so. Because that's one thing that our people like to do. We like to talk about each other. We don't, like you just said, we do not keep each other accountable. You don't sit there and be like, nah, bro, don't do that. That's not good luck. No, girl, don't do that. You got a good man, all this. Nah, I wouldn't do it, but I see him. Do him, boo.
And that, you know what? Back in the ancient days, do you? Back in the ancient days, when I was freshly married, one of my ex-wife's friends came to the house. Right now, this is the only woman who did this, and I've never seen it again. She knocked on the door. She didn't call before she came by, and if she did, she might have called my ex-wife. I don't know. She asked, was she here? I said, no, she's not here, but you can come in and wait. This woman took 3 steps back from the door and said, no, I'll call her. And she turned around and left. I'm standing in the doorway like, wow. And this is the only friend that my ex-wife had at the end of our relationship that was worth a damn. Okay?
That's dope.
All the rest of them, once again, you find out more after you get divorced than you knew during your divorce. All of them co-sign. All of them will do you booze. Except for that one. I don't even know how they maintained friendship because she was the only one that had integrity out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? So anybody telling you to do you, probably doing stuff they shouldn't be doing anyway.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion.
And not really a good friend or don't have the best for you. You know? Like, first, if me and you were hanging out and we was at the pool and we was having a good old time and we was just chit-chatting with the ladies there, whatever, and one lady was really hitting on me, you know what I'm saying? You know my current situation. I would expect you to give me that look or pull me to the side like, bro, you sure you want to do that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm still a man. I'm still going to do whatever I want to do, but as being my friend, I expect you to keep me accountable, hold me in check. Not call my wife and be like, hey, I seen twins out here talking to these girls, you better get them. No, I expect you, as my brother, be like, yo, it ain't worth it.
Bro, exactly. You got too much to lose, bro.
Right.
You my boy. Yo, personal thing aside, you were alone for most of the month of December. I know because I hung out with you. So, yeah, no, I could not let you do this because I actually like your family. I hope your family stay together till the day y'all die. I really do because I like your family. You know, so I can't co-sign. You can't come by my place. Hey man, Let me slide through that. Nope. Is you bringing your wife with you? Nah, I got this other chick. Nah, bruh. I can't co-sign that. I'm not gonna call your wife and drop the dime on you because snitches get stitches. But I'm also not going to, yo, you can come over here and crash, bro. Nobody have to know. No, bro. And you know you ain't right to be doing this. Why? Because I actually have. I know it sounds crazy. Integrity. I only use it every once in a while, but I do use it. But I think on a podcast months and months ago, I was talking to somebody, and I even told her, I said, you know, men and women, not going to say everybody's safe, but men hold each other more accountable than women give us credit for. Men hold each other more accountable than women give us credit for. But I looked this young lady in the face, and I told her to her face, you don't hold your sisters accountable for what y'all do. And that's why all of this stuff is falling apart, because y'all, instead of saying you wrong, a lot of women co-sign the wrongness and then when they get caught, they keep on feeding the same. They pull a Derek Jackson because he is the most feminine dude you know, so I'm gonna use him instead of woman. They pull a Derek Jackson like, no, he was wrong for getting mad at you for doing what you did. That's a problem. You wouldn't do it to a child. Why you do it to an adult?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
No. I'm with you 100%. Time 10.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm potty training my son and he boo-boo in his pants or pee in his pants, I don't be like, oh, son, it's all right. It's the parents' fault for not coming down on their own. You know what? It ain't even your fault for boo-booing in your pants. No. Clean you up because I'm your dad, and I'm be like, yo, this isn't how this works. Now, I'm not going to keep doing this. I need you, and I'm going to talk you through what you did wrong. I'm not going to co-sign you peeing on yourself because I need you to learn to do better, to grow up and be able to know right from wrong and to actually do what you know is right from wrong. Quit co-signing somebody else's BS. That got to stop. And I'm going to say this for smoke reasons. Ladies,
He just put emphasis. He's going to say, he directed that to them directly. Ladies, just take note.
Yeah. You gotta start holding. Iyanla Vanzant stopped doing fixing your life because she got tired of the smoke. She wasn't getting smoke from dudes. Okay.
Well, that's because we have this self entitlement that these ladies now feel, they feel that they deserve.
Exactly. And what's the other lady name? The Pope lady,
Rebecca
Lynn Pope.
Yeah.
Rebecca Lynn Pope stopped doing matchmaking because women had unrealistic standards and expectations. Women had this. She was trying to tell them they didn't, and they wanted it. Ladies, that's on you. That's not on us. 50 years ago, black people 80% of black people were married. 50 years ago. Now only 24% of black people get married. Black men didn't stop wanting to get married. Black women stopped wanting to be married. Black women file 80% of all divorces. 80% of all divorces filed in the black community are filed by women. Men ain't leaving you. You're leaving us. You like, I'm sick of this. I want to be out of here. And then you get out of it and you put them on, and you want to be mad at him for years because of what? The stats don't back up 90% of the complaints women have about men in relationships. The stats don't back that up. You can go down to divorcestatistics.com. You can go to the blackdemographics.com. A lot of y'all women are leaving relationships, and then you make it sound like something bad happened. But the truth of the matter is, y'all just sat around talking to y'all friends and made a pimple into an open sore because it's without you keep co-signing BS amongst each other. I put that out there. You keep co-signing BS amongst each other, and then get mad when it blow up in your face. And instead of taking responsibility for the BS you co-sign, you still want to blame the person who you put the BS on in the first place.
So let me ask you this. No, I'm with you. So let me ask you this, Dark Child. Except the Dark Child. Let me ask you this, brother. What do you think they can do to better say things, I guess? What they should be doing?
Okay. My ex-wife. No, okay. I'm gonna try to keep it simple. Stop and think. If you were about to say something to a man of the opposite gender, a man, would you say these same things to your son? No. Would you want a woman to say the same thing you're about to say to a man, to say it to your son?
9 out of 10 times, they're going to say no. So why would you do it to someone else's son? I know exactly what you're going with that one. But that's it. You know what? That's it right there. That's in a nutshell. Whatever you're about to say to a man or anybody, because man or woman, because y'all say stuff to crazy to anybody, but when y'all say stuff to anybody, would you want someone else to say those things to your son or your daughter?
Exactly. And
most of y'all be like, no. And then any of y'all you try to start like stuttering and fumbling the words. Well, it depends. No, see, you lie, because that's the easy answer. It's like this.
Exactly.
Do you want $1 million? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
It's like, it depends how. No one be like, well, it depends how I get it. I mean, do I do the scratch off or do I got to work for it? If someone say, I'll give you $100 right now, do you want it? Yes.
Yeah.
Then you find out what you got to do to get it.
And then you be like, well, you know what? No, I changed my answer.
Right. But some people be so quick to be like, no. Well, what I got to do for it? Do you want $1 million or not? What I got to do? Okay, next person. You miss over next. But
you're forcing them out.
Right. But yes, because I mean that's a lot of things that Kevin said on the show. When you ask certain questions, would you want your son to date somebody like you? If you had a son who was well off financial, good health, good shape, would you want him to marry a woman who has a child at 13 years old with a sketchy baby daddy? Would you would say no? So why somebody marry you then? Exactly. Well, it depends. No, it doesn't depend. I just laid it out for you in black and white.
It's so simple. Stop it.
Yeah.
But just what you said. I mean, if you gonna you ugly just like your daddy. Why would you say that to a kid? You know what I'm saying? Because that same thing your daddy did.
Because they mad at their daddy. They mad at them, so they take out the kids, and that's trauma right there. Kids got to deal with.
Exactly.
Anytime ladies out there, ladies, single mothers raising kids without the father, regardless of the situation, you raising the kid because you got to do what you got to do. You know, listen, I had both my parents, but my dad died when I was 15, so my mom had to raise two. I'm a twin, so my mom had to raise two young men chasing girls and all that stuff from 16 and up. So she had a hard job to do with two boys who play sports and everything out the house. So I understand. So yes, being a single mother is tough. It is.
Yes, it is.
Point blank, period.
Choice, so
Right. Definitely a choice. Go ahead.
Unless you lost your father. Wait, I'm saying it. Well, boy, it's big. I don't even want to go all the way. We're about to wrap this up. But listen, if your father passes away before, hopefully they were married and passed away. They were married.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, and you're right. You deserve all kind of pity. If you're a single mother because you had a one night stand with a dude at the club, I got zero pity for you. I got nothing. If you had a baby with the neighborhood drug dealer and he ended up getting 25 to life, I got zero pity for you. Okay? I don't. If you had a baby with a dude who put his hands on you before the baby was born. I don't know what happens after the baby born because he might have held off. But if he put his hands on you before the baby was born, I got zero pity for you. I'm sorry. I really, because these are choices.
Accountability.
People will lie. Yes, people will lie. People will fool you. People will take advantage of you. I get that 100%. But if you are a single mother and you were not married before you had that baby, real talk, that in 2020, 2021, I have zero pity for you. This is a choice you made. Now, we can work with it, but don't come to me teary-eyed talking about feel bad for me. Where is the baby's father? Why did you have a baby without getting a ring? And if you got a ring, why don't you still have a ring on your finger?
What do you say? Marry before you carry.
Yeah, because women walk away from 80% of marriages. So even if you were married, why aren't you still married? And don't be throwing the statistics talking about abusive relationships and all this, because the stats are in, ladies. The stats are in. No, that all this abuse, women pass more licks than men in relationships. Women start more physical altercations in relationships than men. You can research this. This isn't me talking. So you start the fights in the relationship, you break up the relationships, and you still want me to feel bad because you're struggling as a single parent. You can't have it both ways. You gotta be accountable for your decisions. So I'm sorry, that was a whole different conversation. I was wrapped up a few minutes ago, wasn't it?
Sometimes things need to be said at the end of the day, and if it don't get said, then we'll just keep repeating the same rat race around and around. Right.
But yeah.
Right, but no. We're talking about ladies who did not get married. So if you've been married and you're not together with your husband, that's a different story. We're talking about the ladies who decide to carry before getting married, and then want all this pity from men to do X, Y, Z. But he's a busted dude. He this, he that. Well, if you had a baby by him, then that means you're a busted woman. Y'all two blurs fought together.
Exactly. And I don't care if he is busted. I'm gonna throw this on the table head first at a woman's head with like a fastball at 100 miles an hour.
Damn, I'm a duck
right at your head. Even if he is busted and dusty, if you marry him, you need to figure it the heck out. Okay? Marriage is not like buying a new pair of shoes. Okay? When you marry somebody, you making a lot of long-term life decisions that you just way too happy to turn your back and walk away from. If you don't want to get married, don't get married. But if he was living at home in his mama's basement when y'all got married, and he's still living in that basement 10 years later, you still need to figure this out, because it ain't getting no better for you. You made a stupid decision to get married to that dude. Your decision-making capabilities are real low already, and now you about to make another one by getting divorced. You know what I'm saying? You probably need therapy before you go and get divorced.
Shit, we all need therapy. I don't want you. We
all do.
I mean, regardless if you're married or not. If you have TV or if you have a cell phone, if you turn any of those devices on and you see another unarmed black man get killed, that's trauma. That is not normal. We should not be seeing every other month a black man killed unarmed. That's trauma. Black man or woman, regardless.
No, you make a note on what you just said about trauma. Make a note on that. We need to do a show about trauma like that, because you're right. Ladies, you want to know what trauma is? About an unarmed black man being shot? That's traumatic. You know what else is traumatic? You are not the father. Having black people yelling at these men on TV, on Jerry Springer and Murray Povich or whatever else they do, because I don't even watch TV like that no more. But you done did divorce court, paternity court. You are not the father. You are not the father. You are not. That's traumatic, because that instills a deep distrust in women. A deep distrust.
Yeah, and that's a big surge in number of what's that called, a fraud? They called
paternity fraud.
Yeah, paternity fraud. Yes, that's a big thing. That's actually a thing now. That women are getting pregnant, and not by the guys they're with, but them guys done sign a birth certificate. And sorry, fellas, once you sign a birth certificate, you're legally responsible for that child, even if it's not yours. Even if it's not yours, that's point. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
And on the outside looking in, that's, bruh, the fear, the trauma, the fear of a woman doing that to a man, a random person, is scary. It's traumatic as blank. Keep going, bro. You started that.
I started that. Hey, I'm just giving the fact. That's trauma right there. Like I said, those are trauma that black men got to deal with. We got so the reason I said it because one, you got to deal with paternity fraud, then you got to deal with black men being shot and killed, and the one thing that most men want, and what most men need, not want, need, we need that peace from our lady at home. I cannot be at war with the whole world and come home and don't have that peace. I'm
sorry.
What? What?
Just the idea of everything we've been talking about coming home and getting peace.
That's all it's about, right? It's all about the peace. 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 That's all it's about. It ain't about money. It ain't about this. It's all about having peace. Because once again, we're dealing with trauma. I mean, it's being real. 400 years slavery, Jim Crow era, segregation. Listen, and now we can't even be on the same page with each other. Now, if a man have a conversation about anything, our queen, supposedly, or a woman, well, who hurt you? Who did this? Oh, you must be gay. I'm dealing with all the other trauma in the world. Then I got you supposed to be my helpmate, supposed to give me strength, supposed to build me up, build us up, so we can be one and be strong and unified. And me and you knocking heads at home. So yeah, peace. That's all we want. Peace. I walk into the door. First thing shouldn't be, let me tell you about your kids. Hold up. Wait a minute. I just walked through the door. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I know you saw a skit of Kevin Hart coming home talking about you going to go in there and beat your son. It's like, but I just walked through the door. You going to let him disrespect us? So you had to go in there like, hey, I got to beat you because your mom said so. But now I'm a villain now. So now I deal with the crazy world. Come home. Now my kids are now looking at me like a villain because I'm the one that is home. Oh, Lord, let me go hide in my room because mama going to tell them what I did and they going to get me. So now I'm a villain at home. Think about that for a minute, ladies. I'm the villain when I come. I'm the villain now. I worked a whole long day, provide for the family, everything else, made it through work, got past the police and cops and made it home safe. Get to the front door. It's not, hey, babe, how's your day? Let me get you something to eat here. Miss you. How's your day? Let me tell you about your kids. Go and get them. Now, the kids look at me like, I've been gone all day. As soon as I see them, I got to jump on them. Because now you create me to be the villain. So, of course. So of course, when it does come to like a divorce, whatever, and then kids get to pick and choose, who you want to stay with, your mom or daddy? I want to stay with mommy because mommy's more fun. Because dad's got more structure and this is how we do X, Y, Z. We're preparing for the world. Mothers, I want to live in the moment. They're just kids. Let them have fun. They're just kids. Okay, my kids are down there 8 and 7. So how long is this kid thing supposed to last? You understand what I'm saying? They got to get ready for the real world because kids are getting shot and killed out there. And my babies need to know that the world is not friendly to us. But that's a whole nother topic I'm diving into because it ain't about what women say. It's about raising and it's...
Yeah. We do need to chop that up.
Yeah, that's probably next week. So, Seth, I think we beat this up long enough. I mean, not saying we beat it up, but we did talk about it long enough. So, once again, ladies, the one thing that Seth and I also agree with what you should do to try to help this out is before you say stuff, regardless if you're angry or not in an argument, you should think about it before you say it. Think about it before you say it. Just don't say it just because that's what it is. And then what you gonna do? Because you got the Just think about what you're doing because words do cut deep.
Yep.
And tell a woman "do you" is still not a good look. Do you is not the. I have not seen any "do you" 101 or 102 in college, so I don't know what "do you" looks like, but I need some explaining. So if anyone want to let me know what "do you" means and how it works, please drop down a comment and tag twinsinc so I can take a look at it, and I'll be glad to talk to you about it.
Sure.
All right, Seth, anything else, bro?
I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna mean it this time.
All right. Well, thanks for everybody who tuned in. Quenisha, thanks again for coming for show episode 2. Thank you for your comments and being part. We love it. Anyone else, please tune in, subscribe to twinsinc, subscribe, like, dislike, whatever. Just be engaged with us, and we'll definitely get back at you. Until next week, we out.
Peace, brother.
Peace.